is the quarterback of the Trojans, and he gives instructions to his teammates, and he brings the Trojans up to the line of scrimmage. He has Jacobs out to the right as the only wide out on the field. Two running backs, and he puts a man in motion. Breedlove wants to throw the football. He's looking down the field. He throws it, and he has it complete down there. Complete down the field, and a nice gain on first down as he gets it to Jackson, and that was a nice play. A gain of 9. Gain of almost 9. We'll call it 8.5. But Breedlove rolled out to his right, and he looked down the field, and Jackson had gone down, and he looked back at the quarterback. He hooked, and he put it right in his tummy, and he was complete. Second down. Second down, just over 1. Breedlove has the scarlet shirted Trojans up to the line of scrimmage, but look at the Buffaloes stop that play as they tried to go right up the middle with it, and the Buffs were all over it, and down goes the ball carrier for a no gain on the play. Absolutely no gain and a loss as they put it back at the 33-yard line, and they shoved him back, and that's where they put the ball. So they'll play it from the 33, and now Coach will have third down and 5 for Tara. Third down, almost 6. Breedlove this time rose to his left and flips it down the field. He had a man open down there, but he threw it just a little behind him. He was trying to get the ball to Delaney, but it's incomplete, and the Trojans will have to punt.
Big second down on that series. It hurt them. They tried to run a trap and got smashed for about a 5-yard loss, and then Breedlove came right back on a rollout again. Had a nice pass, but a little overthrown, intended for Mr. Delaney, and didn't quite make the catch.
Well, it's punting time for the Trojans. Crawford is back in deep safety. Now, this one's not going to get back to him. It'll hit the ground across the 45 and then bounce back. And it gets a Baker bounce back across the 45 to the 46. The Buffaloes have great field position. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to give Buffalo good field position because Baker, they can really make something happen on a short field.
Well, you know, with their running type of offense, they are very explosive. We saw that last week. 1 or 2 plays, they'll bust it on you. They do a great job of running the load option, bringing the ball on the corner and putting a lot of pressure out there.
Well, once again, James Allen is the quarterback for the Buffaloes, and he has a myriad of running backs that he can go to. Let's see what he does on first down from his own 46-yard line. He hands off straight ahead and some running room in there, and a gain by Crook as he goes up near midfield. And he has a nice gain on first down of about 4 yards.
Well, you know, when you look at Crook and Sanders and Allen in the backfield, you got potentially guys that can break the run every time they touch the football. Outstanding runners, all of them. And Lindsey Sanders is one of the outstanding running backs in the entire Baton Rouge area.
Well, Jackson made the tackle for the Tara Trojans. It's second down, 6 yards to go. Baker striking from the south to the north at Olympia Field. Here's another handoff straight ahead again, and a big hole and a big gain coming here for Crook. Crook wants to get to the end zone. He's gone. Touchdown, Baker.
Well, you know, I told you right at the beginning of the ball game, they're a very explosive offense. They hit to the big fullback again, and he's gone.
Well, on first down, they hit it right up the middle. The next time, they moved out just a little bit farther to the left. The hole opened up.
Hard dive down the line option. Hands to the big fullback. Gets great interior blocking on the backside blocking that clears the way for the big Crooks kid to take it all the way to the end zone, Dennis.
Here's the Pelican point after by Baker. It's in the air, and that kick is no good as it goes off to the left. And so the Pelican point after falls off to the left, but Baker has 6 points, and the Buffaloes have the lead. We're coming back on the Cox Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tyler LaFosse with Baton Rouge Physical Therapy. Baton Rouge Physical Therapy has been serving the community by treating athletic injuries for the last 37 years. BRPT specializes in manual aggressive therapy techniques to athletes in order for them to return to competition as fast but as safe as possible. There are 4 convenient locations in the Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. We have strong community ties with local high school, college, and professional levels. Remember, ask for Baton Rouge Physical Therapy. We're always reaching for results.
Chateau Mortgage of Louisiana is one of the best mortgage companies in the area. If you're in the market for a mortgage, you should make the smart call to Chateau Mortgage of Louisiana. Call 752-9711 in Baton Rouge or 677-7283 in Prairieville. Chateau Mortgage can help with refinancing, debt consolidation, construction, RECD, FHA, and VA. Chateau Mortgage of Louisiana is located at 13441 Tiger Bend Road and on Airline Highway in Prairieville. Don't forget, we specialize in making your world easy. All right, let's look at the replay as Baker takes the lead.
Here it is, a real hard dive right here to the big fullback. Nice downfield, inside blocking, turns it up, puts on the afterburner. The big guy can run, I'm telling you. He's got good speed once he gets in the open field. Mr. Adrian Crooks, number 31, Baker Buffaloes.
Well, we've heard a lot about Sanders, number 32, but this Crook kid can really run, and they have a couple of other great runners also on the Baker team. Baker will kick it off again. Lamar Smith has it teed up at the 40. There goes the kickoff. This one is going to come down to about the 6-yard line. And coming back and having a hole out there is Jackson. Jackson goes up across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. And they'll put it right on the 35, and that's where the Trojans will play it.
All right, here he is. Nice return by Mr. Jackson. Bobbles the ball a little bit, but picks up along the sideline. Good speed here. Finds a good block over here on the sideline. Turns it up and puts on the burner here. Nice run back by Mr. Jackson.
Jules Jackson is his sophomore, and he brought that kickoff back. Breedlove, the quarterback again. He wants to throw it. He's rolling to the right. They're chasing him. They're still chasing him. He throws it now, and he has a receiver. It's complete at the 40 and down to the 35, inside the 35 to the 34. First down for the Trojans.
First down right here coming up for the Mr. Ryan Breedlove and the Trojans, and he comes out here on a play action pass, avoids the first rusher, makes a good fake here, pumps it, throws it, nice catch in traffic, turns up the field, almost broke this thing loose.
Evans made the tackle on the receiver. Evans actually on that catch and knocked down the field that time by Tilley. Let's see what Breedlove does now from the 34. Good position for Tara. Here's a hole and down to the 25-yard line. And there's a good gain on first down, Coach.
Mr. Sean Delaney, fullback, nice running back, tough guy. Right is. There's your good block by the guard there, kick out block. Delaney turns up and gets good yardage, and I tell you what, they got the ball on the 25-yard line and threatening.
Sept and Tilley made the tackle. Second down. 1 yard to go. 2 running backs in the backfield. Delaney's one of them. He's number 20. Let's see if he gets the ball. He does get the ball, and he gets a first down. He's inside the 20. He's down to the 16, and the Trojans have something going, Coach. From the 16-yard line after Jones makes the tackle, it is 1st and 10 for the Tara Trojans with a T on their helmet.
They came back with the same play, and last time it was to the right. They came back with the same play to the left with a G blocking scheme. Nice run by Delaney.
Breedlove this time was just running one running back. He has a couple of guys in the slot, and he hands off out to the right side. And look at this play going inside the 5. And finally, Sepp makes the tackle, but not before the Tara Trojans really move it down the field and get a 1st and goal down there, Coach.
Julius Jackson, nice run. Tara's just playing smash mouth football and moving the big bus back off the ball. Tell you what, they drive and they look real good right now, Dennis.
Well, they put Jackson in the slot out on the left side. They brought him around, handed him the football, and he scooted inside the 5. It's 1st and 4. Here he comes again. He fumbles the football, and the Buffaloes recover it maybe.
Gee,
yes, they do. Baker has it.
Tough break for the Trojans.
A good drive by Tara stalls as they fumble the football back to the Trojans at the 6-yard line. Let's go down to the field now to Dr. Gary Risponi.
Hey, guys, they back. The Mosquitoes, that is. They back out and getting at it hard right now. The field conditions are excellent again, and this is the guy standing next to me who's responsible for this field. This is Wilbur Town. Wilbur, tell us what you have to do all week to get ready for these games on Thursday and Friday.
Well, we got a maintenance crew that come out and take care of the field. They come out, turn the sprinklers on, make sure the grass is cut to the right edge, and then they come out the day before and line the field also to be excellent condition. The coaches come out here, so they like the condition of the field. So I think maintenance is doing a hell of a job in keeping up the field. You can see the condition of it. So overall, the field is in good condition. So, you know, maintenance is doing a good job in taking care of it, cutting the grass and lining it off.
Breck always do a good job, and we appreciate what Breck does here in Baton Rouge. But what's some current events you happening right now in Breck that you know of right now going on tonight and tomorrow?
Well, tonight, I know we got over at Park Forest Center, we got a Halloween carnival for the kids that's going to last from, I think, about 6:30 until 9:30. They're going to have some activities, fun and games. They're going to have a spook house. So I think it's going to be enjoyable for the kids to go over to Park Forest and enjoy these activities. And tomorrow we have our regular Saturday morning football league break, junior tackle football.
Sounds good. Back to you guys.
Well, Allen gets a first down on first down and on their first play, and on the second play, he just rambles up the middle, and he has another first down. And this offense of Baker is their best weapon, Coach. They can really move the football.
He fakes it, the first man keeps and comes back to the backside quarterback. That's a design play. He does a good job of running the football. 2 big runs by the quarterback back to back.
Ridley and Handy make the tackle, but not before Allen gets a first down for the Baker Buffaloes. And our thanks to Breck for all they do to accommodate our crew as we come out every week. And of course, Gary just had an interview there with the representative of Breck. And here's a handoff that is stopped in there. Crook has a football, but the Trojans have Crook, and McCoy was the first man that knocked him down. That'll set up a 2nd and 10, and that time Tara looked good on the inside.
Real good. They had some good inside play. And I tell you what, they got a good inside man in Greg Handy, linebacker, 6'1", 220-pound senior for Tara, who's a pretty fine football player.
Well, Baker puts a wide receiver out to the right, and Allen wants to run that option play, and he cuts it up the middle. The Trojans are right there, though, and
Handy
they make a nice tackle.
Greg Handy.
Handy with Jackson, and down goes Allen. 2nd down now. 2nd down and 7 to go for a first down. Well, they had a great drive, Tara did, and then they fumbled down at the 5.
Here it is right here. It's a little reverse out, quarterback hands, a sweep, design sweep. Little man just mishandled the ball, put it on the ground. Big play, big recovery by the Buffaloes.
Hawkins was the man who jumped on it for the white-shirted Buffaloes. It's 3rd down and 7. Allen throws the ball to a receiver that is behind the Tara Trojans, and he's still running and finally out of bounds down there at about the 18-yard line. And with that football was Valentine. No, not with the football. He's the man who shoved him out of bounds for Tara. But a big, big play there for Baker.
Here it is, and the Sanders kid out of the backfield did a good job of catching. Baker doesn't throw the ball much, but I tell you what, when they do, I think we got a penalty here.
Yeah, this one's coming back, but they did get it out there to Sanders. Sanders went right down the middle of the field. He was just behind the linebackers, and Allen put the ball out there to him, and Valentine had to push him out of bounds. But it's all coming back, and a penalty on the Baker Buffaloes.
We have holding on the offense. Will be penalized 10 yards from the spot of the flag.
A 10-yard penalty on the Baker Buffaloes. So we'll play it now, 3rd down, but this time it will be 3rd down and about 16 yards to go.
Big play, big penalty, brings it back. Tara still in the ball game, Dennis.
The Baker Buffaloes send Howard out to the left. And here's a charge and a screenplay set up perfectly by Baker. This could be a big one across midfield, across the 40, and right down the sideline. And still running with the football is Tilley, and Tilley's inside the 15 for a first down. Mason makes the tackle, but Coach the Buffaloes let the defensive line in for Tara, and they got him into the backfield there and then dumped it over their head, and Tilley had a lot of running room.
Here it is right here. Nice call by Coach. This is a design screen pass all the way, middle screen, sucks the defensive lineman in, takes the ball, dumps it to Tilley, and I guarantee you he's off and running here. One guy slows him down. Good block downfield by...
That was Stacia down there that made that good block.
Block right there, and a saving tackle by... Wow, he's still on his feet. And wow, here we go again.
Well, there is a run that time by Stacia, the man that made the good block. This time he makes the run inside the 10. He gets it down to the 9. Cook makes the tackle.
Tell you what, Baker's got 2 or 3 fine running backs. Any one of them that touches the ball, puts the ball in their hands, is a threat. Stacia, Lindsey, Sanders, Crooks, and the quarterback, Allen himself. They got some outstanding ball carriers.
Well, it's an arduous job for that defensive Tara to try to stop the Buffaloes at the 9-yard line. Allen takes it and he hands it off, and here might be a touchdown right at the goal line. It is a touchdown, as into the end zone is Sanders, and the Baker Buffaloes strike again, and now they up their lead to 12-0.
Here it is, folks. They line up in a full house and run a counter wham. It's a single wham to the backside. Big Sanders tucks it in there. Nice block by number 41. He puts it to the backside, and he's looking for pay dirt.
Here's the extra point, the Pelican point after. It won't be a kick, though. The Buffaloes will go for 2. They'll try to get to 14. And Tara jumps offside.
Somebody's offsides, Dennis.
Half the distance to the goal. Here's the call.
A dead ball foul, encroachment on the defense. Try for point.
Encroachment on the defense. The Buffaloes go for 2, but this time from closer in. They missed their first extra point, so they'll try to get it back right here, and they do get it back on the Pelican point after. They get up to 14 as Sanders puts it in the end zone. I'm Dennis McCain with Barrett Murphy. We're coming back on the Cox Game of the Week. Baker leads at 14-0. Hawkins makes the tackle. It's the Cox Game of the Week. It's an Art Root television production. And you are looking at the only live high school football game in the whole state of Louisiana, Coach.
Live and in living color.
I haven't ever heard that one in a while, Coach, but
yeah,
you're right.
Back.
First and 10 for the Tara Trojans. They had a good drive the last time they had the football, but they fumbled it away. First and goal. Now let's see what they can do with it again. Breedlove has had some success throwing the ball and also running the ball, and this time he has about 3 yards as he runs it up the middle, and Trotter makes the tackle for the Baker Buffaloes. Breedlove wears the number 13 on his back. And he has 2 men in the backfield. He has 1 man in the slot and a wide receiver out to the left. Let's see what he wants to do with it. He's going to roll out to the left and throw it complete down the field. And that one's going to be complete to Delaney. And Delaney has a first down across the 30 out to about the 34-yard line.
Play action pass by Mr. Breedlove. Comes out, sits real good, pumps, throws. Nice catch by Sean Delaney. Turns it up. He knows what to do when he gets the football. I guarantee you that. Tough little runner. Williams makes the tackle, but not before Delaney gets a first down. 2:49 to go in the first quarter. Baker already out to a 14-0 lead. Breedlove
Has a good arm. This time, though, he hands it off, and not much running room there. Maybe a gain of about 1 on the play for Jackson. But in there to make that tackle is Lindo. He knocks him down for the Baker Buffaloes. Spins him around and throws him to the ground. And Muse was also in there. Tara plays it 2nd down and 9. Live on the Cox Game of the Week. This time, Breedlove is going to throw it. He rolls out to the right. He's being chased. He throws it way down the field. He has a receiver, but a good job in breaking up that pass way down the field. Hawkins just jumped up in the air and batted it away.
Nice defensive play by Brandon Hawkins for the Buffaloes. Real good play action again. Breedlove coming out. This young man shows a lot of poise, throws the ball real well, throws it downfield. Nice throw, nice real throw. Nice defensive play by Hawkins. The ball was there, but the defensive back made an outstanding play.
David Prescott urging his team on right now. He would like to get a first down here on 3rd down. Here's a big play. You don't want to give it back to Baker. Delaney in the backfield has the football. He's not going to get very many yards, so he might get about 3, Coach, but that won't be enough. And Tara left to punt it.
Situation. It was a good call, but Baker was ready for it. And then we're going to have a 4th down situation, Dennis. 1:38 left in the first quarter.
Spears stepped right there in the gap and knocked him down. 4th now and 7. And Baker sends a couple of men deep, and Crawford is one of them. And the other one is number 7, Randy Williams. So Crawford and Williams standing deep, and the official throws a flag before we can have the snap on the punt. Well, Baker has 12 men on the field. Now they only have 11.
Foul. 12 people participating on the defense. It's an illegal substitution, 5 yards, 4th down.
Well, it's only a 5-yard penalty in high school ball. In college, that would have been a big one in a first down.
You're right.
So it's still 4th down. Now 4th and only 2. And here's the punt going down the field. It's going down to Williams at the 26. Williams all the way across the field. Tara's chasing him, but he's running, and Williams is across the 40. A flag drops.
We got a couple
and
of flags
we have
out there, Dennis.
a hold or a block in the back, or a clip for sure. This one's coming back, but Baker has the football in their possession and a 2-touchdown lead.
Tell you what, every possession they've scored, Dennis.
During the return, we have a clip on the receiving team. It'll be 1st down after enforcement from the flag.
Well, Baker will be penalized from the point of the infraction, and that will be from the 33-yard line. But they do have the football, and they have a big 2-touchdown lead. The ball is brought back to the 19, and that is where the Buffaloes will put it in play.
Tell you what, Dennis, that offensive front, Wells, Noble, Kendricks, Williams, Henderson for Baker, that's a pretty good offensive front.
Baker scored on both of their possessions tonight. Once again, they send Howard out to the left. He's the only wideout. Everybody else in fairly tight with a couple of men in the slot. And Baker calls a timeout. The Cox Game of the Week being brought to you in part tonight by ISC. For all of your industrial, electrical, and instrumentation contracting, along with engineering and maintenance needs, look to ISC Industrial Specialty Contractors. Let ISC put their reputation and experience to work for you. ISC, thank you guys for bringing live high school football to the Baton Rouge area. and Prime Equipment. The Prime Equipment shot from the end zone. Rental, sales, and service. That's the Prime Time shop. The shot that we have from on top of the end zone. Tiny Lagattuda. Look at Tiny up in the air. That thing goes up 45 feet in the air.
Big Tiny. Tiny looking good.
Back on the attack. The Buffaloes are right back, picking up where they left off on first down. A gain on the play of about 6 yards. Handy makes the tackle for Tara, but the offensive line of Baker doing a great job opening up the holes, and that time Crook just leaned forward for about 4 yards.
Well, he's running in there behind big Wells and Noble. One side, then the other side. Two big guys, 300 plus. I can't say enough about those guys up front for Baker. They're an outstanding offensive line.
James Allen does a great job in handling the football for Baker. Here's a handoff straight ahead again. And once again, some running room. And a first down for the Baker Buffaloes. And that's Crook with the ball again, Coach.
Just moving people off the ball. I mean, he gets in behind big number 74 and 78, Wells and Noble. Kendricks, Williams at tackle. Boy, I tell you, the center is Jared Henderson, number 50. I think he's in there tonight. Yes, that's him. Does a good job, boy. He's got a very tough, hard-nosed football player.
Womack and Mason made the tackle. That's the end of the first quarter. On the Cox Game of the Week, Baker leads it 14-0. We're coming back for more live action on a Friday night.
Best price on remaining 2,000.
But there you go. Look at him. Fight for that extra yard.
It's first down, 10 yards to go for the Baker Buffaloes. And here's a fake handoff in there, and that didn't fool anybody, Coach. A great job in there by McCoy, and he was being helped on the play as another hard charging man by the name of Dawson was in the backfield, and down went Allen.
Big linebacker came through. Forgot to dive, man. He took the quarterback. Did a good job.
There's a loss on the play. And we have a discussion on the field, Coach. I don't see any flags, but apparently there is a problem down there somewhere because the officials are talking about it. Let's hear it.
That's a big one.
And that was an unsportsmanlike penalty. And the official pointed at Baker, and so that'll cost the Buffaloes. Could be a dead ball foul after the play. Let's get the call on the field.
After the play was over, we have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike foul on the offense. Be second down.
So not only do they get the penalty, they get the loss, and they get the down knocked off against them too. So we'll play it now. Second down, as we understood the official, and forever for Baker to go for a first down. Second down and 30.
A big pass here.
Two wide outs for the Baker Buffaloes. And they hand it off straight ahead, and Tara, coach, after the first quarter, Coach Prescott certainly said something to his players because they are playing very well on defense. Womack was the man who made the tackle that time.
Well, they're beginning to fill some gaps and play a little pressing type of defense and catching that mesh point real quick, the quarterback fullback mesh, and they're disrupting that option right now.
Games being played all over the state of Louisiana tonight, but you are watching the only live one from Root Television Productions, the only live game in the state, a Cox Game of the Week. Here's a handoff out to the left side, and then reversing his field is Crawford. And coming back this way, can Crawford make the corner? No, he's out of bounds at midfield, short of a first down by about 7. Cook was the man that finally came up and knocked him out of bounds and kept him from getting a first down because Mr. Crawford was trying to pick up that first down on third down and very long, and he ran a long way.
Mr. Chris Crawford, who is the backup quarterback, incidentally, stops, retracts the field, comes all the way back across, picking up a lot of blocking right here, showing good speed, turns up the field, and by golly, one guy between him and 6 points. And here it is right here, number 5.
But Mr. Kyle Cook was a man that he couldn't get through, and he really put a bump on him and knocked him out of bounds. Here is the punt coming down. Delaney lets it hit, and it goes out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, down about the 16-yard line. That is where Tara will put it in play. Back to the field to the Galloping Goomba, Gary Risponi.
Hey, guys, back with us again. Last time we was here, we had Amy Scallon with us, and Amy said she didn't get to tell her mama hello. And you see, she done robbed me of my Coca-Cola Powerade. Okay, Amy, you get ready now. Tell your mama hello.
Hey, Mom.
See, Mom, look at that camera. We're going to pull them tires through. Come on, pull Tara Trojans through.
Yeah, I'm
Go Trojans.
Go.
Amy's drinking my Powerade, guys. She done stole it from me. Yeah, back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Gary. Gary has a nice view from down there and has a lot of friends as he moves up and down the sideline. We call him our Galloping Goomba, or Italian friend, it's called, and he does a great job down on the field. Thanks, Gary, for that report. Tilly makes the tackle on the first down for Tara. The Trojans have a 2nd down and 5. I'm Dennis McCain with Coach Barrett Murphy. Gary Risponi down on the sideline. Now, Tara, 2nd and 5. Let's see if they can get something started. They really need to put a score on before halftime. Not much running room there on the left side. And down goes the ball carrier for a short gain, as making a very good tackle in there. A couple of men from Baker come up, Coach, and stop him for a gain of only a yard.
The Buffs playing real tough defense right now, Dennis. Outstanding group of guys. Linebackers Trotter, Ramsey, Myers. And these guys are well schooled. They do a good job of playing heads-up defense.
Tara has a 3rd down and 4. It's important they get a 1st down. You don't want to give it back to Baker. And so here's a handoff in there. And Delaney shoots up the field. 1st down for the Tara Trojans.
Tony Seafood, man, what a place.
Boy, I tell you what, they give us all of our food for our pregame activities. We have some activities before the game starts.
Yeah, we got a few things going on, Dennis.
Yeah, we have a great time on the Cox game of the week.
Don't forget about Thanksgiving and the big turkeys they offer out there.
Boy, that's a place to get your turkey. They'll fry them up. They'll do them the way you want them at Tony's Seafood over on Plank Road. For all of your seafood needs, go see the Pistolatas because they have great food. And
great turkeys.
They have great turkeys. And here is a handoff around the left side. A gain on that play of about 3 yards, as finally Baker strings it out and Randy Williams makes the tackle. Second down and 6 yards to go.
Wait a minute, you don't see this other turkey.
Oh, that's Ralph Ladner.
There are only
up
2
in the booth.
turkeys up here that I see.
Coach, there's a 3rd one up here, believe me, and he's hiding behind the wall.
Hiding behind the wall.
All right, from the 33-yard line, great to have you on the Cox game of the week. I'm Dennis McCain with Coach Barrett Murphy at 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans. That's Breedlove with the football. He's rolling, and he throws it, and his man is down the field, but that ball comes up short as he was trying to get it down to Mason, and another Tara receiver had fallen down. And, Coach, we have a flag in the backfield.
Well, let's see what it's going to go to the white hat. Uh-oh, we got roughing.
Maybe a late hit on Breedlove.
I think it's a late hit on the quarterback. Tell you what, I like the Breedlove kid. You know, they got a lot of folks looking at him too, Dennis. He's a college prospect.
Well, he's very poised, and he has a nice pass. Let's go down for the call on the field.
Personal foul on the defense for roughing the passer. That's an automatic 1st down.
You know what? Speaking of Breedlove, he's thrown for over 841 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Well, he has his team up to the line of scrimmage, and he has a 1st down. Tara got it down to the 5-yard line and then fumbled it away on a 1st and goal earlier in the game. Here's a handoff to Delaney outside. Delaney gets around the outside, and Delaney picks up about 7 yards on the play. Randy Williams bumps him out of bounds.
Sean Delaney, nice reverse out hand, nice down blocking by Big Windbush that allows Delaney to get to the corner, turns up the field. The little man's running hard. Tell you what, he's a tough running back. You got to give credit to Sean Delaney here. I like him.
Well, he's running hard, and he also had that stiff arm working for him there, Coach. And he got around one man, and he picked up 7 on the play. 14-0. Baker leads it. Tara, though, in Baker territory at the 46. Here's a man that's going in motion, and he gets the football out to the right side. Slow developing play, though, and Jackson is pulled off his feet at the 45-yard line. A gain of only 1. That was a little slow getting started.
Corey Spears, number 85 for Baker, chased it down.
3rd down and a long 2 for Tara. Most important for them to pick up a 1st down right here. Keep the drive going. 3rd and a long 2. And one man goes far out to the right. That's Davis. Handoff back this way to Delaney. Delaney gets 1 yard, Coach, but he's going to be about 1 yard and a foot short of a 1st down.
Gonna be short. Gonna be short.
Cooper made the tackle for the Baker Buffaloes. And we're going to have a 4th down and a short 2 to go for a 1st.
It up. Guard kicks out. I tell you what, the little man's fighting for yardage, but tell you what, number 62 for the Buffaloes. Big play for Baker.
Baker stacks it up 1 yard.
Eddie Cooper, sophomore, 235-pound defensive tackle.
1 yard and a foot short of a 1st down. Tara lines up.
Go for it, Dennis.
As if to go for it. Let's see if they really snap it. Breedlove has 2 men in the backfield with him. He does snap it. He hands off to Delaney. Delaney has a 1st down. He's inside the 40 to the 39. 1st down for the Tara Trojans.
Give it to the little man, and he'll pack that leather for you. Tough, gutty ball player. Really enjoy watching him run the football. Here it is, the G play, the kick out on the end. He turns it up inside. Look at that young man driving for that extra yard.
Ramsey and Tilley made the tackle for the Buffs of Baker.
Give it to Trojans. Give it to them, baby. They're hanging in this ball game. Punch it in here. We got a ball game.
Let's see what Breedlove does. He has a wide receiver out to the left. He fakes a handoff, and now he's going to throw it. And he has Delaney inside the 35, down to about the 34-yard line. That's a gain of about 5 on the play.
I'll take 5 every time, Dennis. Guarantee you that.
Randy Williams made that tackle.
Fullback sneaks out, comes out in the flat. Here comes Breedlove. Nice touch on the ball. Nice catch by Delaney.
And Delaney fights and tries to get some more yardage. He does get 5. He gets just a little over 5, and so we'll call it 2nd down. And 4.5 to go for Tara. Coach Prescott looking on. Here now is a play coming back to the left side, inside the 30-yard line. That's close to a 1st down, Coach.
Tried to spread the field, went trips one side, came back with a counter trap back to the backside. And the 1st down is going to be close, Dennis.
Jackson took it inside the 30. He took it to the 29. Spears made the tackle, and we have an official timeout for a measurement.
Oh, we got this.
In the Mall of Louisiana, Dottie and Ray Bourgeois at Pierre Crawdeau. For all of your Louisiana products, it's Pierre Crawdeau. If you need some embroidery, Coach, that's the place to go, to Pierre Crawdeau. They have LSU products, and you know what? They are the Brighton headquarters in the Baton Rouge area. They're in the Mall of Louisiana. They're up on the same level there with the food court, kind of over away from the food court there. But they are a great place to take a lady to get some Brighton products, or go pick up your lady a Brighton product. Your wife. Right. No, I didn't say pick up a lady. I said go pick up a Brighton product for the lady of your choice at Pierre Crawdeau in the Mall of Louisiana.
Doing great, Dennis. You're doing a great
Linebacker,
job.
Sports Grill. Ask for Dan the Dozer Nola.
Oh,
he can take it home.
He got a kick out of that last week when we were in there.
Yeah, Dan does such a good job over there. And he's going to have a function over at Linebackers tomorrow.
Yeah,
a lot of
benefit for a young man that played for LSU. I have a lot of the old LSU guys over there and everything.
Go see the former Tigers, and it's a good cause at Linebackers tomorrow, and a great place to watch all of the big football games, linebackers, on a Saturday, and Oklahoma's going to take on Nebraska tomorrow and some other big contest over at linebackers. Breedlove ducks down and then throws it long down the field, and he has a receiver that he just overthrows inside the 20. And a little deception there and trickery by Breedlove as he took the snap, coach, and he bent over, then stood up and shot it out to the right side, but he threw it just a little bit high as he tried to get it to Jacobs.
That's what you call a wing and a prayer. You got that?
A wing and a prayer.
A wing and a prayer.
Well, he had a man out there if he would have thrown it just a little shorter, but it did go too long. And now we have 3rd and 1. And so that was a down that they just tried to waste there and maybe pick up something big. Breedlove, quarterback sneaks. Now, he didn't get many there, but he got a first down to the field to Gary Rispondi.
Hey, guys, we were going to talk about current events at Tara High School with Warren Drake, the principal, but he was just telling me something happened this week, and I know it's very tragic and also a happy ending so far.
Well, I want to say hello to Kayla Williams. I know Kayla's in the hospital right now, room 399 at Our Lady of the Lake. She had an accident a few months ago, actually right after school started, and we visited her today. The school collected $1,300 for her. She's still in the hospital, and we are just want to say hello to her and her family, and we love her, and the whole school's behind her.
And guys, Kayla is watching right now, so Kayla, from Cox Game of the Week, hello and get well soon.
Galloping Goomba down on the sideline, and a pass to Winbush. And Winbush is a big receiver. He caught that one, and he picked up some yardage on first down for the Tara Trojans. But we have a discussion on the field.
Tell you what, that was a nice throw to the Winbush kid. He's 6'5", 220 senior, and he's being looked at by a lot of people, folks. The young man's got a lot of talent. Nice throw by Breedlove. Pitch and catch. Breedlove looks good throwing the ball tonight, Dennis.
But, Coach, Tara is backed up, and so they'll get a penalty, and they'll have to play first down over. A good shot there of Breedlove, the fine quarterback of the Trojans. Let's look at the primetime replay and see if we can pick up what happened.
Play action
on this
pass there. 2 fakes. Big Winbush coming across the middle. Big target to throw to. Nice catch, nice throw. Turns up the field. But unfortunately, the Trojans were penalized 5 yards.
That'll make it first down and 15. Ramsey and Tilley made the tackle. Here's a pass way down the field, but overthrown by Breedlove that time. Boy, he has a good arm. He threw that one off his back foot and just flipped it down the field. Can really throw it a long way.
Here we come back to the backside with another play action. Breedlove sets off, throws up that back foot, but still's got a good arm. Shows the potential as far as his arm. Overthrown to Winbush, number 85.
It's the Cox Game of the Week. I'm Dennis McCain with Barrett Murphy up in the box with our producer Ralph Ladner up here. And we're great, good to have you tuned in all over the Cox area, down in the Placum and Bruley area, up in Baker and Zachary, in Denham Springs, and all over East Baton Rouge Parish, and adjoining parishes as we bring high school football to everybody live on a Friday night. Well, on that down, on second down, nothing doing as Breedlove kept it and just couldn't find anywhere to go. Spears made the tackle.
Intended to start it out as a quarterback draw, but it didn't quite make it. Hey, look at that. Boy, what is this, Dennis?
Well, for all the scores of high school football, tune in tonight. Coach Murphy, who's with me here in the box with Coach Allen. That's every Friday, 9:30 to 11.
Papa John High School Scoreboard.
WJBO, right after our broadcast. Breedlove wants to throw it. He throws a screen pass out to the right, and they need a block. They're not going to get it because here come the Buffaloes.
Woo. Mr. Ramsey, linebacker for the Buffaloes. That guy can play football also. I'm going to tell you what, they got a good linebacking core. Ramsey, Trotter, Myers, defensive back Titus Gray. They got some outstanding ball players for Baker as far as the defensive side of the ball is concerned.
Coach, you're a busy man.
Hey,
on Saturday
website.
from 10 to 12 and Sunday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. back on JBO, and there's the website.
www.shoppinglouisiana.com. Go to the website. You can win a ticket for two and a room for two at the Superdome Classic December 7th and 8th down there in New Orleans.
4th down, 16 yards to go. Breedlove and Tara's going to go for it. Here's a pass way down the field. They're trying to get it down there, but it's too far and overthrown as they tried to get it down to Jacobs.
Might have been a little pushing and shoving, I think, Dennis. Let's see if we can see that back. Breedlove, nice athletic catch by Breedlove. Puts a lot of air in, going down. Let's see here, right here. It looked like it was pretty clean and green. Close, but it was okay.
Well, the pushing and shoving was early on that play as both men were screening each other and jockeying for position, but the ball was overthrown anyway, and so
Baker takes over.
Baker gets it back.
3:43 left in the first half, Dennis.
And here they come back just where they left
again.
off. There's the big man down the middle. That looks like Sanders with the football. It is Lindsey Sanders. He has it all the way down into Tara territory inside the 35.
We had a blitz by the linebacker, Handy, and he came in there and popped the quarterback and the fullback. But the wrong man, he missed the wrong man. Mr. Sanders took it, and he was gone.
Well, he was gone except for the fact that Ridley finally rode him down, but not before. He had a huge gain and a first down at the 35.
Sanders is averaging about 9.5 yards per carry, Dennis.
1st and 10 for Baker. Tara guilty
encroachment
of
here
encroachment.
on Tara.
5 yards on the Trojans up and coming. Good crowd you saw a minute ago across the way as Baker has brought some people to this stadium down in South Baton Rouge from up in Baker.
Well, they have good community support. Guys,
on the
they follow
defense.
the kids real well. They always have through the years, and no exception tonight. The Baker Buffalo, the parents, the folks, the band, everybody turned out tonight.
And you look at the Tara side of the field, the side that we're on, up in the box. A great facility. Bragg does such a great job, an excellent job of keeping up all of their facilities in the Baton Rouge area. Out to the right side now, and a run coming out this way by Stacia. Stacia has it inside the 20. He has it to the 18, and another first down for the Baker Buffaloes.
All right, they get back in their full house offense. All it is a single wham. Dustin Stacia, nice stiff arm there. Steps inside, cuts outside. Good speed, good cut back here, and takes it down to about the 19-yard line, Dennis.
Well, Coach, how do you defense a team that has so many weapons in the backfield? They can go to a number of running backs.
I'll tell you what, it's just, you know, how do you slow them down? It's pretty difficult to do. They execute well, they run well, they do everything real well.
Well, the Crook has it this time, and he has it inside the 10, and the big man just lumbers down to about the 8-yard line in a nice gain on first down, and that is very close to a first down.
Following in behind the big guys up front, Nobles and Wells. And there he is. He tucks it. Good block. Look at the push by the offensive lineman. This kid's a good running back. He runs hard. He runs strong. He knows what to do when he gets in the open field also.
Dawson and Thomas made the tackle. But as I mentioned, it was a good run and almost a first down. 2nd down and 1. Allen has 3 men back there with him. Sanders has the ball. He puts his head down, and he just shoves his way in there, down around the 5, and that's a first down for the Buffaloes.
Nothing fancy here. They just pounded it out. Single wham, double wham. They coming right at you.
First down, 5 yards to go for a touchdown. As Baker has it down at the 5, already leading 14-0 with just a minute and 6 seconds to go. Allen keeps the football. He'll make the corner. He has a touchdown.
Nice
and
run.
Baker has a 20-0 lead.
Here it is. Nice fake by Allen. All right, he fakes the wham, counter wham, backside, comes out. He's showing he's going to throw the ball, and he tucks it in and runs, sprints into the end zone. Nice run nice play call.
Well, if you're going to be playing Baker later in the year, you're going to have a lot to look at on film because the number of plays that they can come at you with. The Pelican point after is next to come, and now Lanier has it teed up right there. Allen has it teed up, I should say, for Lanier at the 10, and Lanier puts the ball up, and the Pelican point after is good. Exactly 1 minute to go until halftime on the Cox game of the week, and it's Baker 21, the Tara Trojans nothing.
Hi, I'm Tyler LaFosse with Baton Rouge Physical Therapy. Baton Rouge Physical Therapy has been serving the community by treating athletic injuries for the last 37 years. BRPT specializes in manual aggressive therapy techniques to athletes in order for them to return to competition as fast but as safe as possible. There are 4 convenient locations in the Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. We have strong community ties with local high school, college, and professional levels. Remember, ask for Baton Rouge Physical Therapy. We're always reaching for results.
Chateau Mortgage of Louisiana is one of the best mortgage companies in the area. If you're in the market for a mortgage, you should make the smart call to Chateau Mortgage of Louisiana. Call 752-9711 in Baton Rouge or 677-7283 in Prairieville. Chateau Mortgage can help with refinancing, debt consolidation, construction, RECD, FHA, and VA. Chateau Mortgage of Louisiana is located at 13441 Tiger Bend Road and on Airline Highway in Prairieville. Don't forget, we specialize in making your world easy. 53.6 seconds to go in the first half on the Cox game of the week. I'm Dennis McCain with Coach Barrett Murphy. And Tara returns a kickoff, and now they're going to get a personal foul penalty. Coach, you know there's something big coming up on the 7th of November, and that's going to be out at Drusilla's Seafood. Go by there because one of our sponsors, Whitehead Travel, is going to have a night where they're going to talk about a cruise to Alaska. And so they'll have refreshment specials, door prizes. Go out there and check them out. You can RSVP for that at 665-7050. 665-7050. Call Jewel Whitehead and make your reservations and go out and see what the Alaska cruise is all about.
Wait, when the red light comes on is your cue.
All right, the Tara Trojans now up to about the 29-yard line on first down, a gain of 9, but the clock is running. You know, a big night coming up tomorrow night over at Catholic High.
Oh yeah, the annual 65th annual, Dennis.
Stag Barbecue.
Stag Barbecue. Been in on a few of those.
Well, Coach will be in on that one tomorrow night over at Catholic High, a proud high school in Baton Rouge since 1894. And they will be celebrating once again. Their Stag Barbecue is tomorrow night. The men's club, they put on a great one. Breedlove to the right side. First down for Tara. Out across the 40 to the 41 and out of bounds. But the clock, Coach, has ticked down to just 6.6 seconds to go. Breedlove limping a little, Coach, as he comes back from across the field and hustles to the bench. There's a timeout on the field, and give us a chance to talk a little about some of our great sponsors on the Cox game of the week. McMakin Financial. Wally McMakin, what a fine guy he is. And I'm going to tell you what, if you have any financial needs, he can make you some money now. Wally McMakin Financial, for all your financial needs. Wally McMakin, quite an athlete himself, not only up at Neville High School, and you talk about a great program. Neville's a great school and has been a good school for many a year. That's where Wally went. Then, of course, he was played the baseball at LSU and could really pop it there at LSU. But for right now, for all your financial needs, it's McMakin Financial in Baton Rouge. Give him a call. Wally will take care of you. He'll take care of your money. McMakin Financial. And the law offices of O.C. Brown, Dana Brown, and O.C. Brown, over 40 years of legal experience and service to the Baton Rouge area. That's the place to go if you need a good attorney. Dana Brown, the law offices of O.C. Brown. Thanks, guys, for helping us bring high school football to the Baton Rouge area. All right, it's first down, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is we only have a little over 5 seconds to go in the first half, and that will be the last play of the first half. That's it. Well, there's a flag down, and so we might have to stay here for one more play.
Well,
let's get the call.
What's gonna happen here?
Nope, that is going to be on the offense. You can end the first half on an offensive penalty. And so both teams will go to the locker room, and we will pause for a moment, and then we'll come back with the Red Stick halftime report on the Cox Game of the Week.
The Cox Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Bassett Furniture Direct, Baton Rouge Physical Therapy, Bell South, Blue Ribbon Motors, Cajun Injector, Chateau Mortgage of Louisiana Incorporated, Cox Communications, Dykes Electric, Emco, Jerry Lane Enterprises, International Golf, Cadares, Kleinpeter Farms Dairy, Mandarin Seafood, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Pierre Crago, Red Stick Sports, Spectrum Fitness Center, Tony's Seafood, Welch's Cleaners, and Root Television Productions.
Any season, any reason, this is the place. After all, Baton Rouge is Red Stick Sports.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this task and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
This is Final closeout at Brian Harris Chevy. Final closeout of all Chevy Silverados. Hurry, only 90 remain. 92,000 Silverados. All with the clearance price. Get $3,500 off all remaining two-wheel drive extended cabs. $5,000 off remaining 4x4 extended cabs. This is Final closeout on all Silverados. Brian Harris Chevrolet. You see so many because they paid so little.
Good evening and welcome to The Rock. I'm Jay Dykes. Dykes Electric is once again a proud sponsor of area high school football. Dykes Electric has served the Baton Rouge area for over 17 years, performing large commercial electrical installations. Dykes Electric continues to grow and maintain a strong presence in the Baton Rouge area construction market. Our entire staff supports all high school athletics and especially wish the Wolves continued success. Just as I have passed on my competitive spirit to the next generation, Dykes Electric also wants to pass on its outstanding achievements to the next generation. Good luck, son, and we thank you.
Town & Country Furniture has been selling quality furniture at discount prices in a warehouse setting for over 40 years. You'll find real value and dependable service on everything we offer in our large 44,000 square foot showroom. Our Sleep Better Center features the biggest selection of mattresses in Baton Rouge. Town & Country Furniture, family owned and operated since 1956, has the quality and selection that you're looking for. Town & Country Furniture, Airline Highway, 3 miles north of Cortana Mall.
Y'all be careful.
Why do you always say that?
Because I love you.
When true emergencies happen, Our Lady of the Lake is there for you with specially trained emergency room doctors, dedicated pediatrics ER services, and the most advanced equipment available, giving life-saving care for your whole family.
Are they all right?
They're going to be just fine.
Know why we're trusted. Know us for life. Our Lady of the Lake.
Welcome back to the Cox Game of the Week. We are at halftime. It's 21-0. The Baker Buffaloes are leading over the Tara Trojans, and you're looking at the Baker High School Band as they entertain at halftime. It's the Red Stick Halftime Report. And, Coach, they have their big sale coming up this weekend, their big tent sale. It's going to be from 9 to 6 tomorrow, the 28th, and on the 29th on Sunday from 12 to 5. And they're at 5770 Essen Lane for all your sporting good needs. Don't miss the big tent sale at Red Stick Sports. Red Stick Sports on Essen, 9 to 6 on Saturday and 12 to 5 on Sunday. It's the Red Stick Halftime Report. Coach, this Baker team, as you look at their band play on the field now, they took off right where they left off last week. Nothing really fancy by the Baker Buffaloes, but Allen does a good job at quarterback in running the show and handing the ball off and really making things happen for Baker.
You know, okay.
All right, let's go down to the field. Gary Risponi will continue our talk in just a moment on the Red Stick Halftime Report. Here's Dr. Risponi.
Hey guys, I'm standing here with a legend. This is Marty Hurston. Coach, I know you know him well. Marty's been refereeing for 52 years. He was refereeing when I played CSAL back in the 50s. Mr. Marty, I know you've seen a number of games right now, and this has got to be exciting to still be here at 82 years old.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's just something that, you know, it keeps me active, keep me with young folks, keep me doing things like that. I referee track for LSU. I'm into that. And I train first-year officials and field mechanics, you know. And people ask me what field mechanics are. I said, that's being at the right place at the right time without getting your butt run over. You know what I'm saying? That's
Olympia Field, down off of Kenilworth in South Baton Rouge. The Tara Trojans will be kicking the ball off from the south to the north, and the Buffaloes will get it first.
Just don't run east and west, huh, Dennis?
Yeah, this is a field you go north and south on. I still say, I know I mentioned one night that Redemptor's had the only field that went east and west. Of course, I've been told Baker does also, and a number of other people, but this one goes north and south like most fields do. And Baker gets the ball to start the second half, and here is a big return coming out to midfield. Good field position for the Baker Buffaloes. Cedric Sproul takes it, and he takes it right down the middle. And he gives the Baker Buffaloes only half of the field to have to go because they have it right on the midfield stripe. Well, very important that Tara steps up here. Stops the Buffaloes. Are already down by 3 scores. Allen is the quarterback, still in the game now for Baker. 2 men in the slot, and he hands off to one of those men that was in the slot, and that's the backup quarterback, Crawford, and Crawford is going to be knocked down way back at the 43-yard line. And give Tara credit, they really chased him down, and Ridley got to him. He spun him around and put him on the turf.
Big number 8 came up real quick, really came up out of that backfield, forced the sweep real quick, made a nice play.
That'll bring up a second down and 7. Crawford came out of that slot, Coach. He took the handoff, but then when he went backwards with the ball, Tara ran him down, and they knocked him down, and now Baker, Allen throws the ball. He doesn't do that very often, but he has a man that's open, and he overthrows him. Trying to get the ball down to Ruffin, who was streaking down the sideline, and he was running all by his lonesome after the Tara defender had slipped down on the play. Third down and 17 yards to go. And we just got a big score down from the pit.
From the pit. What was it, Dennis? Oh, you Catholic Eye folks out there. Hang on to your hats.
We'll give you that score in a minute. Here is Allen with a pass out to the left side to Howard. It's complete, and it's well, it gets it back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a yard, and so they'll have to punt. That score, Coach, that you have coming in from down at the pit.
Oh, halftime, 28-0 Gators.
28-0 Santa Ma over Catholic High as we get that score from down at the pit. That's a tough place to play football, Coach.
You better believe it. Been there a few times.
And we will see the Trojans as one of the games that we're looking at next week on the Cox Game of the Week. Or we should say we might see the Gators next week from Santa Ma as they come up here. And there's the punt going down inside the 15 to about the 14. And they kill it right there. The Trojans will get it at the 14. Well, the ball is spotted actually at the 15. David Prescott.
Still coaching hard.
Still coaching and talking to his defense, but I know that he's happy with that last defensive stand.
Better believe it.
It's a first down for Tara. Let's see if the Trojans can put together a drive. They would have to take it about 85 yards. Exactly 85 yards. We had a chance to visit with Breedlove's dad at halftime. He's here, of course, as he is every week that Tara plays. And now here's a handoff in the backfield and a loss of 5 yards.
It's Titus Gray, defensive back. Outstanding player for Baker.
You like him, don't you, Coach?
Do I? I tell you what, that's a good play. Watch him come up. Sees the sweep, reads it, doesn't hesitate, comes up, fights through one block. Nice tackle by Titus Gray.
All right, second down.
The white
and
woman
15.
for the Tara Trojans, big number 78. That's a good shot. Here comes my man.
Delaney is trying to get out of there, but the Buffaloes have him there by the jersey, and they pull him down at the 13-yard line for a gain of only 3 on that play.
Corey Spears.
Spears is in there. A number of other...
number 85 for the Buffaloes.
Number of...
pretty fair hand defensively, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, a number of new men in there on defense for Baker, as they have a big defensive line, but not as big as that offensive line of theirs.
Not hardly.
Third down and 12. Breedlove has a wide receiver out to the right, and he rolls out that way. He's being chased, and he puts on a little speed there, then throws it down the field, and it's incomplete.
Ooh, nice throw.
A throw way down the field, and he was trying to get it down there to Winbush. And Winbush was diving, but he couldn't get to the football. Dr. Gary Risponi is down on the field, and that's where we're going right now.
Hey, guys, I'm sitting here with the assistant principal, Johnny Jackson, and the sports medicine team from Tara, and they want to tell their names, and then they're going to tell you hello to their mom.
Hi, my name's Blair. I want to say hey to my mom and dad. Hi, my name's Kendall. Hey, Mom. Hey, my name is Erin. I want to say hey to my mom and the Trahan family. Hey, my name's Kathy. I just want to say hey to my mama.
My name is Brandon. I just want to say hey to Mom.
Hi, my name's Kim, and I want to say hey to Mom, Dad, and Dad. My name's Lacey. I want to say hey to Mom.
We're going to come back to y'all later, and we'll talk about sports medicine with Johnny Jackson. Coming back to y'all later. Oh, we back on us. I'm sorry, Johnny. We back at us. They saw that game. The sports medicine program, that's one of the big things at Tara that y'all work with?
Yeah, it's one of our great programs that we have, led by Coach Martin, these young ladies, and this young man. This young man over here, they do a great job in helping them with the football team, doing injuries and so forth. You couldn't ask for any more assistant as far as doctors or medical concern dealing with the team than these young ladies that we have here on the field with us tonight.
You was telling me y'all going to be at LSU on the 6th?
Yes, sir. We're going to be at LSU practice at 6. On the 6th.
On the 6th.
On the 6th.
Okay, y'all going to be at practice before the Arkansas game and what game?
I'm not sure. That's all I know is that we're going to be there to get some experience at a real LSU practice.
They're going to be on the field at LSU practice. in the next couple of weeks, so be looking for them then. They're going to get some practical experience. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Gary. Baker back on the offense after they get a penalty. And there's a rush up the middle by Crook. And he only gets a couple of yards as Tara stacks it up on the inside and making a nice tackle in there for the Trojans was led in there by number 33, James Jefferson. A gain of about 2.5 on that first down play. Second down, and we'll call it 7.5 to go. A lot of beef on the offensive line, Coach.
Big folks up there, and they play well, they move well, they come off the ball, and they crush people.
Allen is slippery out to the left side, and he comes up about 2 yards short of a first down. Dawson makes the tackle for the Trojans.
Speaking of the Baker Buffalo's offensive line, you know what a pancake is? That's when the big offensive lineman puts the defensive lineman on his back. I'd like to see the number of pancakes the big linemen have made for Baker this year.
Well, you can bet that that number is
quite a few.
Is up there really high because they have some great offensive linemen. And we get another shot down there of a photographer that is with us tonight. And Allen got that shot. Well, here we go now with a first down at the 45. Baker takes it, and the Buffaloes coach have a first down. Mason and Cook make the tackle for the Trojans. First and 10, nothing fancy by Baker, but they're running the clock. The clock has ticked down to 6 minutes. 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's the option play coming, and the Trojans drag him down for a gain of about 1 on the play as
Big
Handy gets there.
I'll tell you what, he's a handy man. He played that quarterback well. I'll tell you what, they got a lot of folks looking at Greg Handy, and rightfully so. Been watching the big boy tonight. He does a good job, plays hard, runs hard, does a lot of things real well for that Trojan defense. And the defense for the Trojan have really come to life in the second half, Dennis.
That could have been a big play, Coach, if he could have gotten one more step on Handy, but Handy...
Big Handy put the hands on.
He wouldn't let him get to the outside. If he'd had one more step, he'd have pitched that ball for a big gain, but Handy jerked him down. Here's Allen. He does pitch it this time. He pitches it to Sanders, and Sanders has some company out to the left side. A flag goes down, and so does Sanders at the line of scrimmage. Good job out there as they string it out, and there is a clip on the play against Baker. And so this is decision time. Coach, do you make it third down and 10? Or do you want the big penalty? Probably you'd have to take the big penalty.
He's walking it off.
Well, it's tough to turn away a 15-yarder.
Outside the free blocking zone, we have a clip on the offense. Second down.
They got to take the yardage, Dennis. They got to take the yardage.
Steve Kleinpeter, our official tonight, our head official in the white hat.
Along with Clyde Henderson, linesman, Terrell Bordelon, line judge, Odell Wilmer, back judge, Steve Dawson, umpire, Marty Hurston, game clock, and 25-second clock is Val Browning.
Good job, guys. Officials from the Baton Rouge area.
Good job, always do.
The very best in the state. It is third down and 25 after that incomplete pass.
Boy, look at the folks in that battle. Nice pitch. Oh, nice pitch. Lost his concentration on it right there. Quick pitch out to Ruffin, and he drops it.
Tried to run with it just a little before.
Took his eyes off the ball, Dennis. You got to catch before you run. Look him in. Catch it.
Third down and 25. Ruffin is out to the right. And Allen wants to throw it. He's being chased. There's a fumble. A fumble in the backfield. Can the Trojans pick it up? They don't pick it up, but I think they might recover it. Let's see. Baker comes out of there with it. A good job by Baker in keeping possession down at about the 15. And I was saying pick it up, and of course that's what they were trying to do. And they fumble it away. as they tried to grab
it. Let's see what we got here. It looks like we got a little screen situation, looks like. Mishandles the ball, puts it on the ground. Big Womack looks like tries to pick it up, doesn't pick it up, but here comes Stacia. Picks it up.
He got the football.
For the Buffaloes.
Now there's a flag down, Coach. Let's see what the officials saw as that activity took place inside the 5-yard line. Tara's clapping, and so it is going to be on Baker.
Dead ball. Personal foul on the offense. It'll be 4th down.
Personal foul on the Buffaloes. And so they'll have to punt it. Dawson was the man who caused that fumble back there, but if Tara could have just got on the football, they would have had great position there, goal to go. Here's the punt coming down the field and taken by the Trojans, and running room by Delaney inside the 30-yard line, inside the 25, and down finally at the 24.
Myers and Williams, nice coverage for the Buffaloes. Number 3 and number 7 down there for Baker High. All right, here we go. Here's the punter for Baker. It's a lot of pressure right here. Good snap. And here comes the rush.
Lamar Smith.
In the nick of time. Good rush by number 6.
And a good camera shot down there by Alan Semino. It's a Root Television production. It is the Cox Game of the Week, and it's the only live game in the state. Delaney squirts through a hole. He gets about 2, but then the Buffaloes come up on him, and down he goes.
Still running hard, Sean Delaney. Still going to the well on the same play. The guard pulls, everybody kicks, blocks down. He kicks out, and Delaney follows the big guard's block. Been their bread and butter play tonight, Dennis.
Now, Coach, the official is going to call the two teams
together. Have a little talk out there about, focus, stay under control, guys. Somebody's getting ready to get put out of this ball game. You don't want that to happen. This is a football game. Cool it down.
Well, maybe a little talk between the two teams down there. Coach, both of these teams, though, really do have great sportsmanship.
All right, let's do it, guys.
High school football, it's a great game. Go see a good one in your area every Friday night.
Looks like Steve Kleinpeter had a little look on his face like, hey, guys, this is football. Let's keep in contact. Let's focus on what we're out here to do. Let's quit the jawing and the pushing and the shoving, baby.
Keep it under control before something happens. Breedlove, the quarterback.
Goes to the sideline.
I'm Dennis McCain with Coach Barrett Murphy. We are live at Olympia Stadium, and Breedlove is going to pass, and then he hands off back this way as they have some
trickery there.
Back. And not much, though, on the play. Baker was all over that one, and they did not fool the Buffaloes.
Coming out like a sprint out pass here. He starts to sprint out. Now he just underhands it back inside on a little toss back inside. A little shovel pass back inside.
But Spears was right there for Baker. Third down. Third down and a long 8 yards to go for the Trojans. You see that THS on their sleeve, and you see number 13, Breedlove. He rolls to the right. He wants to throw, and he's being pressured, and he's slung down in the backfield. The Buffaloes charge in there, and they get him with a big tackle back there.
D'Angelo Butler.
And down he goes for a loss on the play, all the way back at about the 36-yard line.
A lot of pressure from Mr. Butler. Tell you what, the linebacker crew for Baker does a good job also. These guys are well schooled. They pursue well, and they do a good job.
Well, they were certainly looking for that rollout to the right side. Now, Tara, trailing 21-0, will go for this one, Coach. But before they go for it,
holding his arm.
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. And we're going to pause for a moment ourselves and take a break on the Cox Game of the Week. Tara gets the kickoff. And this time they'll start from the 36-yard line as Cook brings it back. That's where the scarlet-shirted Trojans will put it in play.
You know, Dennis, we were talking for the break here. Baker has put up 100 points in 2 weeks of offense. That's 50-point average per game. That's not a bad average for any high school football team.
Well, we have an injury, looks like, to a buff on the other side of the field. I can't see his number right now, but yeah, they really put up some points. 100 points in 2 weeks, and they still have 420 to go tonight. There's a handoff over there to Jackson, who's running the football, and he had just one man to beat, but he has it down to about the 41-yard line, and he had a chance to take that one all the way.
All right, let's go back and look at that touchdown again. This is well executed, pulls it out. Defensive end flies up the field. He tucks it back. He catches a seam, and I tell you what, he's off and running. Nice move right here. Untouched, goes into the end zone. That's reading the option, and that's running the option the way it should be.
Tara gets a first down as the clock ticks under 4 minutes. Breedlove keeps the football. Breedlove is popped down to the ground just outside the 35-yard line. A nice gain on the play. Bring up a second down in 7, as that time Breedlove kept the football. Lowry was in on the tackle, and he was being helped in there by Prentice. So we have a second down and 3 for Tara. And another handoff, this time to Jackson, who has a first down. Jackson is inside the 25, and he's down to the 23 for a Tara first down.
Man's running the football well. He's just a sophomore, and here they come back with the sweep. Guard pulls, fullback fields, hands it to Jackson, turns the corner, makes a nice move right here, turns up the field, knows where to run with the football when he gets on the corner.
Robinson made the tackle. All right. Breedlove with 2 men in the backfield. And hands off to Delaney. Delaney bounces off the first one and maybe gets a yard on the play.
Tara's still fighting hard, Dennis. These kids are still trying to get that touchdown. And I'll tell you one thing, they battle.
Nelson and Anderson made the tackle for Baker. 2nd and 9, Tara. Striking to the south. There's Delaney. Delaney still going inside the 10 to about the 7. And it is 1st and goal for Tara just inside the 8-yard line.
Nice run by Delaney here. They've been running this play all night. Down block and kick out by the guard. He tucks it in there and he cuts back across the grain. Does a good job. Cut back lane was there and the little man took it. And I tell you what, he was battling for the end zone.
Kevin White on that camera shot down to the field. Lowry made the tackle. It's 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Breedlove rolls to the right. He's looking to the end zone. He is still looking. Now he's going to have to run, and he takes it inside the 5 to the 4. Breedlove, touchdown, Tara.
Ryan Breedlove. Very deservingly so for the quarterback. Young man's played an outstanding game tonight.
Breedlove was looking for somebody
tonight, Dennis.
Looking for somebody to throw to in the end zone. Couldn't find him. And so he took it down the middle of the field, then cut it to the outside and to the corner of the end zone, and Tara's on the board.
Come on, we need somebody in the ball game here.
It's the Pelican point after. There's a good look at the Pelican point after, and that one is up and good. Right up on the island green there at Pelican Point.
Like on the 19th hole, that's where I like to hang out.
Oh, we're coming back. Speaking of the 19th hole, this is where we're going.
Talk about the 19th hole.
Yeah, the linebackers out on Essen.
That's our 19th hole, Dennis.
As for Dan, the dozer Nola. We'll go and get some iced tea tonight. a sports grill, and we invite everybody to go to Linebackers. They'll be serving food late tonight, but tomorrow there's a benefit for an LSU football player that needs some help. And so if you want to see some former Tigers.
A lot of them going to be out there.
There'll be a lot of them out there tomorrow.
12 o'clock tomorrow till about 5 tomorrow afternoon. Big Mendoza gave me a call, and I'm going to try to get out there and do a little MCing if I can.
Well, they'll have some good jambalaya out there, and of course all of the good drinks that you've come to expect at Linebackers. Now, here is a high kickoff that is short and fielded outside the 35, and we have a fumble. Let's see who has it. The Trojans are saying that they do on the sideline, and let's see what the official says.
Get up, guys, get up.
Well, they're unpiling the players, and, well, let's see who got it. Looks like they're going to keep it with Baker.
Baker got it, retained the football. We got about a minute 45 left in us.
Looks like Simpson might have got it. You know, that's 2 times tonight that Baker fights for it under the pile. Coach, there's a lot of things go on under there.
I don't know. I don't want to be down there and under it. All right, let's see. Ball on the ground. Let's see who gets it. They scrambling. Nah, the Buffaloes get it. That's what the white hat said.
Well, it looked like Tara had it. I think, my goodness, they pull it out there.
Got it.
Oh, okay. Well, Coach says the Buffaloes got it.
Buffaloes got it.
And, you know, the officials agree with Coach. Here's a mix-up in the backfield.
Big handy.
And a pile-up for no gain. Let's look at that fumble again.
AG and I having a little discussion here about who got this. Let's see what happens here. Number 9 for the Buffaloes. Tries to get up the field to the left side. Gets hit. Ball, it pops out right here. 69 goes down. Then somebody squeezes him hard and hey, I'm telling you. Well, somebody got it. I think Baker still got it now.
Yep.
Oh, there's a boat.
Now they got it.
Tara got it. And they still in this ball game, folks. The white hat
says first down for Tara.
Everybody says Tara has it.
Coach, you know, you have an opinion. Art Root has an opinion, but you know the one that counts
is the white
man
hat
on the field.
There. You need to tell AG that.
All right, it's first down for Tara. We have just a minute to go.
So hard they did get a fumble.
This one has been decided a long time ago. It's 35-7. Baker moving into a big game next week with the Glen Oaks Panthers. And you know who the Tara Trojans play next week.
The big Gators here.
The Santa Maria Gators. And that is one of the games that we are looking at to bring to you next week.
Pretty good. Well, it's hard
here's
to
a man in motion. And
we got a new
quarterback in for Tara now, and a big rush. And that one is incomplete, and maybe a little bumping before the ball got there.
Nothing. Stand by for the replay. We got 57 seconds, and they're going to chunk it again here.
That's Mason in the game. Mason is the new quarterback in the game.
Tell him.
All right, let's see what Mason does as he tries to move the ball a little bit for Tara. This game's over as far as the winner is concerned, but they're still trying to move the ball. Here's a throw down the field that's going to be picked off by the Buffaloes.
Number 18, look at this.
There he goes out to the right side. He lifts the ball up
and
then gets knocked down.
Who is that guy? Number 18.
That is Willie McCray.
All right, the little man, look at him. He's being mobbed on the sideline by the Buffaloes.
Coach, did you see Willie hold that ball up just before they got him?
I think he was heading to try to get in the stands with it. Here he comes.
Watch him hold it up right here. Watch him lift it up.
Oh, boy. Watch this. Hey, whop. Number 11 whops him pretty good there. Would you look at the excitement here? Look at these guys on the sideline. Oh, everybody's fired up.
Well, they're happy for Willie McCray.
Hey, my man.
43 seconds to go. Baker's just going to take a knee.
Whoa, somebody. Holy mackerel. He better take a knee and stay there. to that interception again. Really, the play of the game. Look, get out my way, man. Get out my way. Smells that pay dirt. Heads for the sideline. Ooh, I'm looking for my help over there. Whoa, wow. Hey.
Well, we've had a lot of big plays.
Boy, look at that little behind-the-back pass.
A lot of big plays for Baker tonight. We'll go ahead and call that one the Blue Cross. We'll call that the Blue Cross Blue Shield play of the game. Although
today,
they've had some great plays in the game. Willie McRae's played a good game.
The ball game is over.
It's all over. Baker's won it 35-7 on the Cox game of the week.
Well, Dennis, this has been a slice of heaven, baby. What can you say?
You know, this Baker team has a good one, and I'm glad that we saw the Buffaloes, because we'll be following them throughout the playoff, and they'll make the playoff no matter what happens next week with Glen Oaks.
They either go as number 1 or number 2. Their power rating is very high. Coach is either going to win another district championship or go as a second place. The coach is congratulating the other coaches.
Well, good sportsmanship down on the field. The Baker band celebrating across the way and enjoying their win tonight at Olympia Stadium. Gary Risponi's down on the field.
Where's Dr. Goomba? Does he have the coach?
The Goomba is trying to find the coach, I think.
Trying to find a coach.
Well, Gary's on one side of the players there, and our camera's on the other side. So
we got a problem here. We might be here till 11 o'clock tonight.
Gary will have to get the coach through the pile of players. Now he's got him.
Coach Bob Howell.
Yeah. Look at Willie.
Where he is, man.
That's Willie.
Look at him. They've hoisted him up on the show. Boy, they not excited for my boy. Look at this, man.
Well, Gary has...
Is that what high school sports is all about?
That's what it's all about.
The real deal.
Nothing better than high school sports where the teams come to fight on a Friday night for pride in their school. And now let's go down to Gary Risponi, who has Coach Bob Howell.
Coach Al, I've been here 2 weeks. That's a launch in 2 weeks, and I know you've got to be good.
Yeah, the players are playing well. Kids are keep things pretty well. We got into a little too many penalties. Kind of put that behind us after the last couple of weeks, but those cropped up. We got some wrinkles we got to iron out.
Well,
Coach Howell will try to get him back on the field again as Gary Risponi is down on the field. We're going to go back to Coach Howell. Let's go back down there to Coach Howell again, who is with Gary Risponi.
Coach, we was having a little mic trouble a while ago. We'll get a little bit closer. I was just asking you about Glen Oaks next week. It's a very big game, and I know it's for all the marbles next week.
Well, yeah, and that's what you play for. You always hope you can go into your 10th game of the year and that you're playing for something. So, it'll be, the kids know they're playing for something, and it's going to be a war. I think if the people of Baton Rouge want to see a great high school football game, next week at Baker High School, Baker and Glen Oaks will be a good one to see.
Tell him while to go, Adam.
All right, welcome back now to the Baton Rouge Teachers Federal Credit Union postgame report. We're coming back